thousands of dollars in damage.
Audio on Nancy and
Today, and we could see some light snow later tonight.
We will hear from Jenna Black, 20-year-old Kitchener snowboarder, named Canada's Olympic team. CTV News starts now.
Stand by camera, stand by roll green.
This is CTV News at noon.
Roll green, 2 Salt.
Good afternoon. The region's biggest office space owner is looking to sell most of that property. Late yesterday, BlackBerry announced it's putting the majority of its buildings and land on the market. It says it wants to use a combination of vacant sale and sale leaseback agreements. CTV's Krista Simpson joins us now from Waterloo. Krista, what exactly is up for sale?
Well, Nancy, you can see behind me one of the BlackBerry offices on Columbia Street. That's one of 15 buildings in the region that BlackBerry wants to sell.
This is a substantial deal. This is a substantial offering that the region, in terms of one portfolio sale, has not seen before.
You, Krista?
Just under 80% of what's up for sale is in Waterloo region. That includes 4
Okay,
buildings and land at its Northfield campus, 9 buildings and land at its University campus, and 2 buildings in Cambridge. BlackBerry is also selling 2 buildings and land in Mississauga and 2 buildings and land in Ottawa. BlackBerry won't say how much they're hoping to get in this sale, but in total, that's more than 3 million square feet of space and 85 acres of land. 2/3 of it is office space, and the rest is a mix of office and warehouse. As for whether the amount of property being offered could bring down the prices, here's what one expert in commercial real estate has to say.
You could have an effect of having too much product reach the market at once, and so that could affect some of the fundamentals in terms of vacancy rates, absorption that real estate's able to withstand with people occupying, leasing, buying real estate. But for the most part, the portfolio is diversified enough that it's not going to create an issue at large necessarily for the overall industry in the region.
We'll have more on the sale announcement and what it means for BlackBerry and for Waterloo region tonight at 6. Nancy.
Krista Simpson in Waterloo. And Waterloo Mayor Brenda Halloran is weighing in on BlackBerry's latest move. In a statement, Halloran says the city continues to have confidence in the
Dave or the
company's
editors
strength
and
and
someone
potential.
cutting
She
that.
goes on to say that the real estate moves by BlackBerry is a
Everything they need
consistent
to know
approach
is
that
in
we
this-
see
is in
from
there.
firms throughout the world, and with their plans to lease back much of their space in Waterloo, they will continue to have a strong presence within our community. Another day of extremely cold temperatures across the region, and unfortunately we shouldn't expect a warm up anytime soon. Let's head outside to Lyndsay Morrison now. Lyndsay, looks like January is going out pretty much the same way it came in.
Exactly, Nancy, with some very cold temperatures. It looks like at this point through the long range,
You can use the
we're really not going to get much of a warm up through this month. A little bit of a break in the 7-day forecast. I'll explain that a little bit later on, but oh boy, temperature-wise this morning at our coldest, we were at -26, even colder this morning than it was yesterday morning, but we warmed up nicely considering temperature around -19. Winds are fairly light. That's the big difference between this deep freeze compared to the one we experienced about 2 weeks ago. Now, we really have dodged a bullet when it comes to our weather because we have avoided a winter storm that right now is impacting Atlantic Canada. It's just getting started there. It's a school day, or a snow day, I should say, as our kids are out of school in the city of Halifax, and the worst is yet to come in those areas. But the storm has already impacted parts of the United States, places like New York City, Philadelphia, as well as Washington. Some areas seeing about 17 centimeters of snow, which is a lot for those big cities. It led to all kinds of flight delays and cancellations as well. So something to keep in mind if you are going to be doing a little bit of traveling. Now, we do have some light snow in our forecast. It's not going to be anything quite like that, but I'll tell you how much we can expect and when we can expect it coming up. Nancy.
All right, thank you. No matter where you go today, people are complaining about the cold, but believe it or not, there are some positive things about the temperature being in the -20s. CTV Nicole Lampa is looking at the bright side of the chill. Nicole.
Well, Nancy, it's actually not that bad out here once you're wearing the proper gear and have all the appropriate layers on. Here's a look at some of the benefits of this frigid weather. The roads are much drier when it's this cold outside. there's not much snow action making for
11
better
seconds.
driving
11 seconds,
conditions.
maybe not 5.
People also
But
tend to wear hats and toques, so a bad hair day is totally acceptable. But the best benefit we found today, free parking in some parking lots. Some machines are just simply too cold to operate properly.
Some of the machines don't work for parking. That's a circumstance that can be because of the age of the machine, also because it just gets so cold out. If your fingers and toes aren't working, sometimes the machines get a little finicky too.
Now we've spoken with a number of people who have offered up other benefits of the Big Chill. Tune in at 6 o'clock for what they have to say. Nancy.
Thanks, Nicole.
Okay, 1.
Smoke and flames at a Kitchener home last night. It happened in